What's up, everybody? Basim coming at you again. This time, I'm hitting you up from Vital in Brooklyn, New York. This is a massive bouldering-only gym with an indoor space as well as an outdoor rooftop climbing area, a very large outdoor rooftop climbing area. This is actually one of the largest gyms I've been to from an all bouldering gym standpoint, but of course, I've been to larger gyms in the past. As you saw, you walk right in, you have your iPads for doing waivers. Of course, if you do waivers online, you don't have to do that. In the lobby area, it's just wide open, lots of co-working space going on over here. And then you come around to the front desk where you can sign in, register, and all that good stuff. You'll see actually on the wall there on that pillar, there's actually two layouts, one of the rooftop and one of the indoor or downstairs space, where you can actually see their routing schedule. So like when they're going to reset routes and everything, that actually shows you that on that as well. It's not just pretty art. And you can see, ooh, Dino in the background there. So yeah, I actually did do that problem. It was a really fun one. I don't even think I included that in this video simply because we were here for 6 hours. We have a ton of video footage, and so I might just post the rest up on like Insta or something. Anyway, I'm getting a quick rundown from one of the staff members about how they do things here. Most of the climbs, of course, are top hold climbs. There are some top outs, but not really that many. Also, when it comes to grading, they don't actually have them labeled out as V1, 2, whatever it may be. They actually use a color grading system. So you see little medallions on the start of each problem. That gives you an idea of how the problem is going to be. I spent most of my time, I believe, in the red and purple grades, which are essentially anywhere from V4 all the way up to V7 or 8. I'm not sure. But either way, regardless of whatever you're climbing, the climbs are really fun. From all grades, all throughout the entire thing. Just lots of fun climbs, lots of fun sets, and you have everything from just super tendon snapping cramps all the way through to big bouldery, juggy stuff. Lots of different techniques involved as well. They didn't set the same just ladder climbs over and over again, which I find is really impressive for how big this gym is. All right, so coming over through here, we can actually see you have the slack line. You have the tension board or moon board. I think that's actually a tension board. I'm not sure. Oh, Robbie. What's up, Robbie? So Robbie's joining us, of course. He is a super strong climber. You've seen him in some of my other videos. And you'll continue to see him crushing it later on at the end of the walkthrough. Anyway, so coming up to our people here on the Kilter board who have them at full tilt. I mean, these guys are really rocking it out. And just past that, we have your tread wall. I believe this is what this is called. This is actually a really cool apparatus if you want to just kind of warm up or just get a good cardio burn on there. To the left of the tread wall, you have simply your modular hanging things. You can hang up rings like this guy's doing. You can do ropes, whatever you want to get your exercise on, followed by your exercise bikes. There's actually a full spin class upstairs. You have your weight rack. You have all different things from Smith racks to barbells, dumbbells, anything you really need to get your exercise on, treadmills, all that all the way back. Just one thing to note here is that this facility is actually open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for members. So if you remember, basically show up anytime you want, scan in, boom, you're in, and you can access the facility, which is pretty cool. All right, so that is pretty much the workout area. And this is, I mean, they say it's a bouldering only gym, but it really is more than that. I mean, there's bouldering, there's like, weightlifting, cardio machines, slack lines. They also have silks and ropes, I guess, in the same area. They do classes for that as well. And they also have yoga. Of course, you need to have your yoga in every climbing gym. So, all right. So moving actually into the gym, just kind of breezing through here. So that was the lobby area. And then coming over to the back side here, where you have some cubbies. There's cubbies everywhere, of course. And then you have your cave area, as well as to the left, you have kind of a slab area over here. Some other things to note is that you'll actually see some of the climbs that actually don't have any medallion, those little grading medallions. And I'll actually show you a shot of what that looks like a little bit later when we get into the kids area. But some will just be labeled like 100, 200, 300, 400. And we really didn't get any information on this, but I was kind of like, it felt like it was like a comp set. And there was, I think, 3 sets at the time that we were here, where they just had a complete section of the wall, which was just labeled from 100 all the way up through, I think it was 1,000. So, 1 through, I'm going to guess, V1 through V10. And they were, graded accordingly. It was actually really nice to kind of just go on and hop on and kind of do a little mini competition. This is actually one of the climbs right here. This green one was, I think it was a 600. I don't remember, I didn't come around to it. But anyway, walking through here on the downstairs area, this entire wall was kind of that comp set. And I actually I realized through the walkthrough, didn't get around the corner over here, simply because we actually spent a lot of time there. So I'll actually use some of the actual videos of us climbing to give you an idea of that. So you can see what that section is like. That was actually where we started. Spent a lot of time over there. Lots of really fun stuff over there. A couple different degrees here. So here's another look here at this. Looks like it's a tension board. Yeah, so it's tension. And they also have these really cool comp climbs. They have 2 comp climbs that are just kind of set up. I don't know if it's weekly or whatever it is. But these were really cool. I wish I actually noticed those beforehand. You have your hang boards, all kinds of hang boards on both sides of that, and of course your spray wall. This spray wall is actually really pretty big, and actually it's pretty cool. If we had more time, or if I was a regular here, I actually think I would actually hop on the spray wall and then do some makeup stuff over there as well. But we do have a video of Robbie climbing. I think the green one, we felt it was like a 6 or 7 for the comp climb set. And then you come over here, which I think this area was more for like, I guess, kids parties. Not necessarily these crack climbs. I'm not even sure if these were even fully set or not. We didn't even touch these, but in this area here was actually a lot of fun. But I felt like the climbs were anywhere from like a V2 to maybe a V3, V4 low. But coming into here, this is an entire kids, like, I guess, party section, and it's really well done. I mean, every space or wall they could possibly cover with a hole, they cover with a hole. And I think they're onto something here with the slide coming down off of the top out for these climbs. I think every top out climb should have a slide coming down. So we're gonna have to start seeing that at gyms, not just for kids, but for adults as well. That'll make it so much more incentive to top out those climbs. And also one thing I noticed is that here, at least on the inside, it's really well ventilated. The air conditioning was solid and really good to go. So there was no point you felt sweaty, even though it was actually a pretty hot day out today. So swinging around here, just taking a quick look at some of the stuff they have posted here, where they kind of talk about the different features of climbs. But then you can see that grading system right there when it talks about simply the conversion behind the different scales. So a little zoom in here so you can see the scale conversion, and you're good to go. All right, so heading upstairs and then outside. So that was the downstairs, and you can see that was a lot. And then we just basically come out, and I think it's probably close to, if not a little bit smaller from the outside section, but it's just beautiful to have some outdoor climbing. And of course, you need to wear a shirt. So if Magnus is watching, make sure you bring a shirt and don't take it off. And then so just coming outside, huge lounge area, Wi-Fi everywhere, so you can of course do your work like that guy is if you need to. They have a fire pit, which wasn't active or open or on the whole time we were here, but who really cares? The weather was beautiful. It's a beautiful day out, and you can see people just chilling. So swinging around here, this is actually where we ended our day outdoors. And the one thing I liked about the outdoors, I mean, number one, there's just beautiful views up here. But you just had so many different choices. I think the sets outdoors were actually better than the sets indoors. But of course, it can be judged. And also, if you're wondering, because this is in Brooklyn, which is in New York, and it could be affected by weather, they actually have heated areas out here, and a lot of the climbing areas are actually covered. So this is a 24/7 365-day facility, so you can actually go outdoors if you want to brave some outdoor cold climbing. Go for it. It'll be open, so rain or shine, at least that's what they claim. I haven't been here on a rainy day, but I've actually only here once, and we spent pretty much a day here, 6 hours. But it was really good climbing, and I can see how some of the climbs can definitely get wet, but of course a lot of them could stay dry. And also one thing I didn't like particularly, and I've had these before, and I think at Dumbo Boulders, which is the Cliffs gym, they have that shredded tire material, whatever that is. The right cushion for you when you come off of the climb. This, I just felt like here at Vital, wasn't enough. Like, I was coming off, maybe it's just me getting old, but coming off the top, I just didn't feel like there was a lot of padding jumping down or coming off the top of the climb here. Anyway, still great facility, great climbs. Could have used a little bit more padding, but whatever. So checking out this particular feature, this is the only top out feature that's available outdoors. There was one similar that's also on the indoors around the corner that I didn't get in the initial walkthrough. Anyway, more beautiful views of the skyline. You can turn around here and you can actually see that there's a guy hanging out on top of this island. There's, the top out and of course a down climb behind the further end of this particular feature. And they actually put a little bit of artificial turf up on top there so you can have a little picnic if you wanted to. But it actually would be a really cool spot to hang out for, like kind of some sunset views. And also really just, you can capture some really great photo or video opportunities out here if you got out here during sunset or even sunrise, if you want to do the 24/7 thing, to get some really great shots over here. But so anyway, just coming over here back through the outdoor section, last area here, just a little picnic area. This also looks like a concession back there that wasn't open today behind the fire pit. But the last thing I wanted to point out is not just this fire pit, but they also have a sauna that's available out here, outdoor. There's a little glass door there. And then just past the saunas are 2 outdoor showers, which I have never seen before. I thought that was actually pretty cool, other than like, at a beach or something, but never at a climbing facility. So you can see there are 2 showers. They're really nice showers, actually. They're, pretty well decorated or tiled or whatever you want to call it. But then that's pretty much it for the tour of the climbing, at least. You can see here coming up from after the showers, you can see we have our yoga studio. The yoga studio is pretty big. It's upstairs. You can see that it has lots of lighting, natural lighting, as well as lots of space. Behind those curtains, it's just a mirror, so there's not an additional studio or anything over there. So right across from the yoga studio, there is the spin studio. So you get your spin on as well. Check, of course, the website for schedules and everything. And then just walking down the same hall away from the yoga and the spin over the railing, you can get a little look here and you can see the other top out section there, that little island down there, as well as the silks class that was actually going on at that time. I'm not sure if it was a class or not, or just a bunch of really cool women killing it on the silks. But regardless, that is the end of our tour here. On to the climbing. I really hope you guys enjoyed this walkthrough. It was a long one. Thank you for hanging in there. If you made it all the way to the end, please let me know if this was helpful, if you liked it. If you didn't like it, just let me know. Either in the comments or thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever works for you. So at this point, I'm done talking. Enjoy the climbing. There's not going to be as many videos of climbing simply because I didn't want this video to be over 30 minutes long. So I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully we get some more videos out. Like I said, hit that like, thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you later. you guys think? What'd you think?
Thumbs up.
What'd you think of Vital? Oh my goodness, this thing is huge. Vita. Oh, that's Vita. Oh, thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Of course. I love it. I enjoyed it.
What was your favorite part? Your favorite climb? Favorite feature?
Climb?
Yes.
Probably outside, upstairs.
Yeah.
Outside of, yeah, outside was pretty.
Top out front and the roof side.
Yes,
I
that
like
was.
the little overhang.
The overhang was big. I was telling Robbie, like, that was probably the biggest span I've ever seen on an indoor gym overhang.
Yeah.
It was pretty massive. I particularly enjoyed the slopes, which is something that I wanted nothing to do with, but it was actually pretty cool to see that coming through.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Great size.
I like how the gym is also opens out to the outside.
Yes. No mask outside if you wanted to do no mask, which is kind of nice.
Yep.
And there's nothing like trying the hardest climb of the day at the very end of your session. That's something that Robbie likes to do quite often.
Yeah.
You know?
You also liked it.
Yeah, well, you sucked me into it, and you know, so I gave it a shot, and you know, I got the pieces, and I just put it together.
Yeah.
Which means that I have to come back, right?
Yep.
Before they reset that. All right, so we got 4 thumbs up for Vital. Absolutely, 4 thumbs up, everyone. We're coming back.
Coming back.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Have a good one. Now it's time to eat because we've been climbing for
6 hours?
6 hours. Bobby thought it was 4, but of course his math was way off on that. So 6 hours of climbing. Nothing like climbing for 6 hours. Time to eat. See you guys later.